everyone, I'm Nico.
And I'm Jack.
And welcome to another podcast.
Hey, back in the suburbs of Beijing.
Yes, we've got this lovely view behind us. This time the canal has actually got some water in, unlike our little cheeky canal place that we like to go.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful sunny day, but it is rather cold.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly out here.
Whew. So today's topic, we are going to talk about some of the unique experiences we've had whilst living in China.
And there's been a lot, hasn't there?
There has certainly been a lot. What I love about China is that every day is like a new adventure.
Yeah,
Even-
it's such a cliche, but
It
it's
is
so
a
true.
cliched, right?
It's
But
so true.
Even the like mundane things I find super interesting, and I guess that's because obviously it's a different culture. So even just like going to the supermarket, I find really interesting. That being said, some pretty weird and wonderful things have happened to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I don't think are that normal.
And I think if you're a newer viewer to the channel, we often put like a lot of B-roll in our different videos.
Yeah.
But you might not know where those clips actually originated from, because they might be one of our older films. And so this will hopefully give you a bit of a
An
up-to-date
insight.
idea on some of the things we've got up to whilst we've been here, really.
Yeah, and one of the reasons that we are doing this topic is because of that very thing.
Yep.
We recently did a video where we shared some shots from Inner Mongolia, and it got us thinking about all the cool things and places we've been to. Now, Inner Mongolia is one of the top things on my list because we stayed in a yurt.
Yeah, that was so cool. We stayed
So
with a
cool.
family, like on their
Yeah.
farm. They had a few yurts in a big camp. Got some
It
cool
was
drone
so
shots,
cool.
sunrises,
Yeah.
sand dunes, toboggan runs,
Yeah,
barbecues.
Yeah, it was awesome. We went on the sand sledging. They took us to do that, and they were just such a nice family. And they
In the evenings, we like stayed with them,
We
drank,
did, yeah.
drank, and they played music for us and stuff.
Yeah, it was so lovely. And we unfortunately went towards the end of so we went in October. So they'd moved their livestock to their winter ground.
pastures, yeah.
But I think we'd try and like to go back in the summer so we can see like it as a working farm. It's
Yeah,
super
and it's probably
interesting.
like the one place in China which isn't absolutely boiling in July. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
in Mongolia, so maybe it's a good
Yeah.
place to
Oh, it was
travel
just
to.
so beautiful. Oh gosh, those shots. So actually, oh my God, is that one of the places we've been that it didn't rain?
It didn't rain. It didn't rain.
Oh,
I can confirm.
my God, it didn't
Didn't rain.
rain. Okay, so Jack, what's been one of your top experiences since we've been here?
One of my top experiences is like actually also took place in Inner Mongolia,
Uh-huh.
and that was going skiing.
Yeah.
It's always been kind of an ambition of mine to ski on all 7 continents. I don't think it's probably going to happen now. I've let go of that dream, but to take that off for China was pretty awesome. Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was
If you
just
didn't
insane.
know,
Well, for Asia.
Jack is a qualified ski instructor.
Yeah, we're
Skiing
big.
is his passion. I enjoy it, but now I can't do it anymore because I my leg
But
up.
you like the après ski. You're all there for the drinking afterwards. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so
we
that's
still have
what-
fun.
We'll move to the mountains eventually, and I
Yeah.
will après ski with the dog, and Jack will ski
Yeah.
in the day. Speaking about skiing in China, we had a quite interesting experience whilst we were there. So we've been more than once, but the second time that we went, we booked a hotel, and it just didn't exist.
Yep, didn't
Um,
exist.
So we ended up having to stay in a swanky Holiday Inn, but thankfully Booking.com did give us the money for it. But because we stayed there, we met a lovely lady who helped us, and she wanted us to take part in some Chinese New Year activities, and they were filmed on TV. So
So that was the first time we were on TV, actually. I think,
no, we were on TV in Mongolia as well.
yeah, it's not the only time we've been on TV. So
Been on TV a few times. So in Mongolia, a film crew was there.
randomly just
And-
turned up.
They interviewed me talking about the area and stuff as well. So yeah, we've been on TV a few times in China, which is bizarre. I don't think I've been on TV all in the UK. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And speaking of like TV media things, we also met a very important person, which was quite an experience in itself.
Oh yeah.
So recently, if you've seen any of our Chongqing videos, you'll see that we met He Laoshi, which is otherwise known as the Hotpot Queen.
Yep, the Queen of Hotpot,
Queen of Hotpot, which was,
a media personality.
oh yeah, she's very famous, and she owns a lot of restaurants, and we interviewed her for our video, but also she was very kind, and she took us around Hongyudong because she owns Hongyudong, or part
She developed
owns, or
it anyway.
so,
Something.
and her restaurant's there, and she knows obviously the people, but that was a very bizarre experience because she kept taking us into different areas of Hongyudong and just getting free drinks and free food and
Free gifts.
and
yeah,
we danced, and it was It was
very
bizarre.
But another just classic Chinese experience for us, where we got to do something completely
different. And then we had Hotpot with her as well, which was amazing.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
I've
super
never
cool.
had a Hotpot experience like that. So it was an incredible experience. And we have one more media thing that happened to us, was the fact that we actually won a competition. Well, we didn't win it. Sorry, we came third in a competition. We're not that good.
Yeah, in the People's Daily Global Short Video Contest, our video, we got like a third prize. 2000. Yeah, I think it was 2009.
2019.
2019.
Video contest, which you can check it out here. It was our Thank You China video, which is one of our it's our intro video. So it had to be under 3 minutes, I think it was. And we came third in it, and it was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, it was super cool. We've never really been to an awards ceremony or anything like that.
We never
before.
won an award ever.
Yeah, and it was really cool. Your mum was able to come, which was awesome, because she was over at the time looking after you and your poorly leg.
Yeah, that was the one thing that wasn't the great experience, was at that point I had hurt my knee, and so I was in a wheelchair. So I was meant to accept the award, but Jack had to go up and accept it because he was able-bodied. But
as you've seen from these podcasts, I'm not great in the spotlight, but
so it was.
I didn't embarrass her
nice.
too much.
And we took some pictures, and it was really, really lovely. So that's kind of the media things that we've touched on or been to. But we've also had some pretty epic adventure experiences.
Oh
as well.
Yeah, we've done some really different stuff.
Some really
that
cool stuff.
We'd get to do outside of the country.
Yeah, so one of my top ones was the fact that we got to hike Tiger Leaping Gorge.
Yeah, that was awesome. So for
that
those
was
of you who
cool.
don't know, Tiger Leaping Gorge is a gorge which a
in
tiger once
Yunnan.
jumped over.
Oh yeah, myth has it. And it was in Yunnan, and most people do it a lot faster than us, but we just love being in the mountains.
So we just took our time, did loads of filming, shot for a load of films that we've not actually edited yet, but who knows?
2 years ago.
We will
But
eventually
we
get
will.
those shots up. But yeah, that was just so cool. We were staying in little guest houses along the way.
That was nice.
Eating lunch in a different place and just walking from village to village. And
Some great food.
that's kind of the sort of experience. If you know anything else which we can do kind of like that in China, let us know, because that's what we used to do in South America a lot, kind of multi-day trekking. And
multi-day trekking.
I really enjoy that.
Where obviously we had a tent and we carried all our food, so it's a bit more intense. But I quite like the guest house experience. I'm for trekking in the day and a guest house at night time. I'm a little bit older. My knee's not so good now, so I'm happy with that. But Tiger Leaping Gorge still felt really kind of untouched.
Yeah,
and
it was
an
really
actual
cool.
hike.
I mean, I think they have tour groups coming and they go to the bottom of the gorge, but they have a road into it now and stuff. But that's kind of so far from when you're hiking up in the edges of the mountain. It's such a different experience.
Oh, but one thing that I didn't enjoy when we were there.
Yep.
2 snakes.
Two snakes.
2 snakes.
Ooh.
Oh, I hate snakes. Ugh. Oh my god, I just saw a snake. Okay. So on our adventure route, one of the best experiences that we've also had was just last year, which was staying with Yeye.
Yeah, in the
in
Laojia.
Hunan. Yeah, in Laojia, in Hunan. Oh, that was just amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you probably seen the film, but if not, check the link.
Yeah.
It was just such a cool experience, though. Yeye is a 80-year-old fella, obviously a granddad by the name. And his family have all kind of moved away to work in the cities. I think his son runs some factories in Guangzhou, and he's just there on his own, tending to his beautiful farmhouse and
beautiful house.
He took us around the village. We met his mates.
Yeah, it was just so nice to stay with someone in a homestay.
Yep.
It was really welcoming. If you know anyone that might want to have us come and stay and make a video about
We'd love to make some
your
more videos
beautiful
this year.
village, we would be happy to do that because it was amazing. And we've got another video coming out soon, hopefully.
Soon there should be something coming out for him, but just watch this space.
Watch this space. Oh, but when we were there, actually, rewind back to the TV experiences, we had the bizarrest experience.
Yeah, so they were filming a soap opera there about a local party official who lives in this village, And then there was like a
There was
huge
just
chili
so many
eating.
chilies.
So there was like a chili eating contest.
It was
I think this was
bizarre.
what was in the drama, that there was a chili eating contest in the village.
Everyone was going around filming it, and then he would say action, and everyone was like, "Hey, yeah, I'm at the chili eating contest or whatever." It was.
I don't think we
bizarre.
explained that very well, but I think we
I've
had
got
no
some-
idea
here's
what
some-
actually was going on
You can
anyway.
check out the clips, and we were. It was bizarre. Anyway, that was a very, very bizarre experience. And you've also had quite a few crazy experiences yourself without me, whilst you've been at work, haven't you?
Yeah, so like obviously I've done a lot of filming around China and things, and I've got to do some pretty cool stuff. I'd say like the highlights for me, like even in Beijing, was we got to go to like when they did the Forbidden City light show in the evening,
Wow.
and that was just stunning. We made a little film about that. I got to go live with a bunch of rangers in the mountains of Yunnan who were tracking the Yunnan snub-nosed monkey and kind of caring for them. So that was super interesting. I got to explore an abandoned coal mine. Super
Wow.
interesting. So yeah, some really cool
Yeah.
experiences. But
absolutely amazing.
we won't talk too much about them because I know it makes you sad that you weren't
Yeah, I
there.
wasn't there, so it does make it a little bit sad. But anyway, well, okay. So let us wrap this up on our final, ultimate experience.
Oh, it's a big one.
Oh, it's a big one. I'm sure you already know what it is, but that was the fact that we got married here in China.
Yeah, we did. We got married here in China. I'm sure we probably mentioned it once or twice.
Well,
and
maybe once or
probably
twice.
bored about us talking about it, but I mean, obviously,
what an experience. We love each other. It was great.
Yeah, no.
And we went to the Great Wall to take our photos, so it is something that we will definitely never forget. This is where we took my favourite photo, and the sun was like shining through my dress, and I remember just how cold it was. We were like blowing into our hands here because it was absolutely freezing.
yeah, like it was totally a once in a lifetime.
I should hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
Probably once in a lifetime experience.
So obviously, you know, travel and things have been a little bit more limited with
Yeah.
COVID recently. But it does make me wonder what will happen this year.
Yeah, what's going to be our next top 10 in the
I
list,
don't know
eh?
what will happen this
And
year.
what are your experiences in China in terms of, leave us a comment letting us know, like, what are some kind of crazy experiences, some things that stick in your mind, whether you're Chinese, foreign, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you ever
just let
been
us
on a
know.
random show?
Yeah,
or
like just
met
something really
somebody
random that's
random?
happened to you. Let us know.
I'm sure there's a few of them.
And if you have any suggestions, as always, let us know for our future topics and we'll keep talking.
Yep.
But I think that's enough narrating for me today. I am so cold. I cannot
Let's
feel
go
my
to the
fingers. So we're going to go to the pub. We're going to get a pint. And then I will
celebrate
edit
another
this
game.
video for you tomorrow and we'll put it online.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.